You ever just look around and get that feeling, that nagging thought that everything's just gotten, well, soft? It's like we're all playing life on easy mode, but somehow we're still losing.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a loaded question, right? But seriously, just for a second, think about it. Have we become the softest generation ever? I mean, it kind of feels like we're all competing in the Olympics of comfort, and frankly, we're all going for gold.
I mean, just look at what we call necessities now. A safe space for literally every opinion. A therapist basically on speed dial. A daily dose of motivational quotes just to, what, get out of bed? Things that were supposed to be helpful tools have somehow become non-negotiable requirements. We've built this entire emotional scaffolding just to survive a regular Tuesday.
And that's the real kicker, isn't it? It's this huge paradox we're all living in. We became a generation that wants the results without the sacrifice. We want the trophy, the six-pack, the corner office, but the actual work, the grind, the struggle, that's just an inconvenient detail we'd really rather skip, thank you very much.
So, to really see what's going on, let's do a little side-by-side. Let's pit our modern struggles against, say, the hardships our grandfathers faced. It's a tale of two very, very different kinds of hardship.
Okay, so let's break this down. On their side, you've got actual war and famine, 12-hour shifts just to put food on the table. Real threats to survival. And our hardship? The Wi-Fi's lagging. Someone left a mean comment on our post. Our 3-week situationship came to an end. We've taken first-world problems and inflated them into these massive, soul-crushing crises. It would be hilarious if it wasn't so painfully accurate.
And this just nails it, doesn't it? Everybody wants to be a lion, but nobody wants to bleed. We all want the roar. We all want to be seen as the king of the jungle, powerful, respected, feared. But the actual fight? The risk of getting hurt, the possibility of failing, the reality of bleeding for what you want. Nah, no thanks. We'll take the crown, but hold the battle.
So what's the real villain here? Who's the bad guy in this story? It's not a person, it's not some grand conspiracy, it's something way more seductive, something we actively chase after every single day. Let's talk about comfort. Let's talk about the silent killer. That edge you used to have, that little bit of grit that made you push just a little bit harder than everyone else? Comfort killed it, sanded it down until it was smooth and useless. That hunger, that burning desire for more, the feeling that you're not there yet, comfort killed that too. It fed you just enough junk food to make you feel full, to make you stop pushing.
And that fire, that spark inside you, that ambition that's supposed to launch you out of bed in the morning, comfort just took a big, warm, cozy blanket and smothered it into embers.
And you know what our favorite excuse is for staying wrapped up in that cozy blanket? Oh, I'm waiting for motivation. Right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the motivation myth and why you are quite literally waiting for nothing.
See, we treat motivation like it's gasoline, like you can't start the car without it, but it's not. It's a tailwind. It's a nice little boost, but you can't rely on it. Your grandfather, you think he waited to feel motivated to work that 12-hour shift? Of course not. He didn't have time for a fleeting feeling. He had something way more powerful, the absolute non-negotiable need to survive.
And here's the hard truth, the one that might sting a little. The fundamental rules of life, they haven't changed. Hardship still builds character. Effort still leads to results. The world didn't get easier. Life hasn't changed. We did. You did.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. A little bleak, I know. But the good news is there's a cure. So how do we fight back? How do we stop being so soft and reclaim that edge? It's time to talk about the antidote. It's time to talk about the hard path forward.
So here it is, the antidote. It's not a complicated secret formula. It's actually pretty simple, but it is not easy. It starts with one thing. Do the thing that hurts. The thing you're avoiding. Wake up earlier than you want to. Train harder than you feel like. Work when you have zero, and I mean zero, motivation. Ultimately, it all boils down to one simple, brutal choice. Choose discipline.
And let's be crystal clear about what discipline is. Motivation is your fair weather friend. It only shows up when things are easy. Discipline is the tool you grab when motivation abandons you, which it will. It's not a feeling you wait for. It's a skill you build. It's a muscle you forge every single time you do what you have to do instead of what you feel like doing.
So in the end, it really just comes down to this one question, this single choice.
Are you going to beg for comfort in a life that will always demand strength? The world isn't going to get any easier. The only real question left is, what are you going to do about it?